Hey trainers, I've just woken up in the beautiful city of Auckland. I'm very excited to be exploring today. The city is so rich in Pokestops and gyms, especially after being in the north part of the North Island for the last week, where there was not a lot of action happening in Pokemon Go. It was a cool start to the channel though. I got a lot of awesome scenery shots. But now I'll be able to actually focus on doing a bit of a grind. I'm hoping to hit level 40 by the time I finish this trip. So today we're going to be spending about 8 hours in the city. I'm here for 2 or 3 days and I'm just going to be exploring, going to all the best spots that we can find. Just like to thank my friend Hazel for hosting me, letting me sleep on her couch last night. It's really nice of her. And she has a cool apartment right in the city. So we can see the city out there. Alright, we're all set to go. I can leave my things here for the day while we are out exploring. Alright, so I'm just having a coffee now. Opening up the game and seeing what we have to work with today. I know that the city is absolutely full of good things in Pokemon Go. I'm very excited to go exploring today. What I was thinking first is I'll take you guys down to the waterfront. There's always a lot of water spawns there, quite a few Dratini, plenty of gyms to get gym badges for. I'll try not to trespass while playing Pokemon Go. Alright, cool, we got 4 gyms just in the block that we're in. Plenty more around. Look at all those Pokestops that we haven't got into. I'm going to have to put a lucky egg on so that I can get 500 XP for every Pokestop that I visit today. Got somebody lured up over there. Alright, so we are going to be heading in that direction, down the waterfront and checking it out. The very end of the waterfront has got some beautiful views of the Harbour Bridge as well as the Sky Tower, which is the tallest building in New Zealand. Now I do apologise for the audio. I was looking at a nice mic, but I didn't quite have the funds to be able to purchase it before the trip. And also I would like to apologise for the exposure of the last 3 videos. Like I said, I'm very new to filming and photography, so I didn't quite know what the exposure meant, but I found out that I had it turned on full, which is why the previous videos appeared quite bright. I'll have to play around with that and sort it out, I'm sure. Sweet, just gonna finish up my coffee and then we will be off. Now, Auckland is New Zealand's largest city. It has a population of 1.3 million people. There's only about 4 million people in New Zealand, so it is a very small country. It's the same size as Japan, but we have a lot less people here, obviously. But luckily enough, lots of Pokestops, lots of gyms. I've just got the Go Plus going so that I can catch all these Pokemon that I'm not really looking for, but the Stardust is more than welcome. Alright, so we've made it all the way to the end of the wharf. That was a good little run. A lot of extra XP with all those Pokestops. Nothing too rare spawning. We got an Ivysaur, Tentacruel. It's always good to see 2nd or 3rd evolutions. On our way to a Tyranitar raid that's just hatched. I can already see some other trainers down here, so I should have no trouble taking it down. Woo! want to keep exploring the city. We're finished down at the waterfront. We got all the gyms and Pokestops that were down here. So what I'm going to do now is one of my favorite things to do while I'm in the city. Obviously I do all of my Pokemon training on foot, but every now and again I'll get a lift from some other trainers, and it's a lot easier to get around, obviously get all those gym badges, etc. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just waiting for the bus, and we're going to take the inner city bus. It goes around in a loop. I found it really helpful for stocking up on items and also just getting through the city, seeing what's around, constantly checking the nearby list as well as the raids, looking for some level 4 raids and see if we can get any other trainers in the city to come out and help us out. Alright, I'm back at my friend's apartment. I'm just packing up my stuff, and then we're going to head out into the city again and take some raids down. Then I'll be heading on a train out to another side of Auckland. It's called West Auckland, and I'm meeting some friends out there, and we're going to have dinner together. Good friends who I haven't seen in quite a while, so that's going to be a very good time. I don't think I've actually shown you guys, but this is my house for the next 2 months. Quite a big bag, has everything I need, it's not actually too heavy. Alright, so we're at the other end of the city now, and we just found a wild Donphan, followed like 2 minutes later by a wild Phanpy. So that's really cool. Lots of candy for that. Now there's a 4-star raid happening at 1:10. Just gonna see where that is. It's a little way away from us. Oh, not really, it's about a block away. So I'm gonna head over to the Ponsonby area and then head back to the raid when it starts, and hopefully there'll be other trainers there to help out. So we managed to take down the Tyranitar, and it was a successful catch. Top IVs above 80, so I'm happy with that. It was pretty crazy. There were 3 groups. I was only there for about 15 minutes,
but 3 groups of people actually managed to get together and take it down separately. They've still got another 45 minutes left, so I can imagine that there'll be another 30 people or so that are on the way to take it down.